Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick.
Gyrocopter!
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve
Alright
time.
guys, you were listening to actually one of the desert music packs that someone submitted on Reddit not so long ago. It's actually pretty cool. You can go Google it up, Dota 2 desert music pack startup, and give it a listen. I think it does deserve some attention. It's pretty good, and yeah, I can't wait for it to be in the game. All these custom music packs have been pretty amazing, and because of all the music copyrights, we have to find some interesting things to play. So why not some quality music content? Anyway, we'll be jumping into game number 2. The lobby has been loaded in, and we are in the draft. So I'm gonna stop talking now and load up the intro. They're all dead.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to iLeague Season 3. We are in the playoffs, and we have Invictus Gaming versus Energy Pacemaker in a lower bracket best of 3. Invictus Gaming 1 game up. They are 1 game away from knocking Energy Pacemaker out of the tournament and into the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. We are here with me, Lysander, and Blaze. Welcome to the broadcast, my friend.
Yeah, looking forward to see what IG can pull out this time around. Really good map sense and just overall dominance shown in Game 1, and now they're pulling out a completely different draft for Game 2. So we're going to maybe see a little bit of Luo Darkseer in the offlane. We'll see some Burning Gyrocopter in the safe lane perhaps, and we'll just see how they can rotate with their support. Since those are kind of enigmatic right now, we're going to see the Chen banned out, the Lina taken off the board, but there's still a lot of great supports that can do some amazing work with these heroes as their kind of backbone.
Oh well, it does seem to be a change of scenery, but they gave away Gyrocopter, flavor of the month. Everyone's picking him now, and he's actually really good against Undying, to be honest. Another really popular hero. Because Undying likes to get up in your face, Gyrocopter loves face. Yeah, so it kind of cancels each other out, and well, we'll see what they can do. Clockwork might not actually appreciate getting too close to the Gyro as well, so we have a little bit of iffy and effy here and there, but we'll see how it works out. It is a very strong pickup against the Darkseer. You lock him down, prevent him from contributing to the fights or surging away to victory. The Rubik, always a versatile pick to pick up. I like the Ancient Apparition. Great counter to a late game Satanic Gyrocopter, as well as any kind of heal strategies that Invictus Gaming could be thinking of, although Chen has been respect banned already.
Yeah, I think the AA overall is going to provide some nice early presence. The Chilling Touch, obviously great in the laning phase. Maybe you get a Cold Feet with a Telekinesis pullback. Good combo, but it really comes down to the mid-core, I think, how the tempo is controlled for the game. If EP are able to get something that Old Chicken can really do a lot with early on, then I think there's a lot of potential for them to bring this into a very solid mid-game. If, however, that mid lane gets rolled over by Ferrari, then we're going to see some problems. Now, Queen of Pain and Shadowfiend were banned out initially, now the Storm Spirit's taken out, so we're going to see maybe some tankier mid laners. Maybe something like a Dragon Knight could come out from either side, and we'll see from there.
Yeah, Dragon Knight's certainly a solid pick, although Ancient Apparition will mess with him quite a fair bit, and Clockwork's really strong against Dragon Knight as well, so Invictus Gaming might want to think twice about the Dragon Knight pick. Yeah, I think Shadow Demon's a good pick here. Help avoid, save the Gyrocopter, whoever gets hooked by Clockwork. whoever gets hooked by Clockwork, he can banish him out and, you know, secure some much needed time to get away from the problems. And now Wind Ranger, it's a core Wind Ranger as well. Will it be old chickens, or is it a carry Wind Ranger, so to speak?
I think mid will do really well here. I mean, obviously, your combo really comes through if you max Chilling Touch and Wind Ranger gets level 6. She focus fires and doesn't care at all about the attack speed slow, so you apply all stacks of Chilling Touch within about 2 seconds time.
Slash's Way? Aghanim's Bust?
No matter what, I mean, you can go Maelstrom this game and it's still perfectly fine. No, as long as she's put in a core position where she can get good farm, get good tempo, you can go Ags, you can go Maelstrom. I've seen Rod of Atos do some good work. Like, really just whatever allows you to get into the fights and start making the most of your ultimate.
Yeah, I saw Pycat shred this Gyrocopter the other day. Was it IG's Gyrocopter? I think it was, right? No, was it? EP's Gyrocopter?
Not sure. Which one you're talking about?
I remember Pycat's Wind Ranger shredding a Gyrocopter the other day with Aghanim's Desolator and just strafed him down even through BKB. It was crazy.
Yep, good physical damage dealer. Really good for applying her damage very quickly. And Wind Run is going to be amazing here. I mean, dodging out the Gyrocopter's auto attacks, the Enchantresses, Impetus. I mean, that Wind Run is going to just do so much work this game in particular. Like, Enchantress is no longer countered by BKB, but 100% evasion will give her some trouble. So I'm not exactly sure how the Enchantress builds her here to actually counter out the Wind Ranger. I mean, she might be able to just push and kind of do her own thing. Chuan obviously has shown what he can do with micromanagement in general, but I don't think Wind Ranger is going to be a good target for him.
Yeah, Ice Blast will actually remove the healing potential of Enchantress. Although it's not the main reason you pick her, it is still something to consider. It will allow her to be burst down a lot quicker. She will not be able to out-heal a lot of things. But, well, Chuan, like you said, does have quite the fetish for jungle, so he's got to get one or the other. Chuan's Chen or Enchantress, pretty legendary in these aspects. And Enchantress, she has this really sick combo now with Mud Golems, where you enchant the Mud Golem and wait for it to nearly time out from enchant, stun the mid laner once, and then let it split into two and stun twice more. I think it was... I'm not sure where I actually got the idea from, but I don't think it's been done yet. It's amazing.
Yeah, people have talked about it since pretty much the patch came out for Mud Golems, and maybe you deny them at low HP with one auto attack, or you just wait for the timeout, and no matter the case, there's a lot of damage. Not much stun, but a lot of damage to come through.
125 times 3, yeah.
Yeah. And that's a pretty big deal. So, I mean, that's obviously a great... Shadow Demon Enchantress in general is going to be very involved early on, but this is interesting here, going for Wind Ranger and Drow. So, essentially, this Ranger strat, as it is kind of a combo exemplifying Precision Aura's strength. You see it commonly with Visage, but now that Precision Aura has been reworked, it's actually just better for heroes in general. So, you want fast-attacking heroes...
I don't understand the change. Can you explain it to me? I mean,
essentially...
I don't understand it as well.
Sure. So essentially, range creeps that were close to Drow Ranger within 900 units always had the aura, whether it was globally activated or not. And so Visage Familiars near the Drow got the benefit, Eidolons, regular range creeps and siege creeps, that kind of thing. Now it's only going to affect creeps if you have it globally active, and that's a long cooldown. So Drow Visage, only like once every few minutes is it actually a really high synergy combo, and we're going to see it a lot less.
Yeah, but it does have that advantage of it not pushing the lane automatically.
Yeah, pros and cons.
It's not a good trade, but it's still... But you said it's better for heroes now?
Well, it's exactly the same for heroes, is the bottom line. Like, Wind Ranger's still going to get it full time, and that's not going to change based on the nerf. I like EP's chances in this game, because if you look at the IG lineup, they are all rather immobile. I mean, yes, granted there's a Darkseer, but they are rather immobile heroes. Gyrocopter is not one that has... No, Gyrocopter and DK are not heroes that actually have Blink. They have Shadow Demon to close the gap, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ferrari got Blink, you know, do a little Southeast Asia here, pull a little bit Southeast Asian strats out of his hat and go for Blink, but most likely gonna go the old threads into Shadow Blade. But you never I like
know.
Glimmercape personally.
On Dragon Knight?
Oh yeah, if you have Treads and Bottle, you should have enough mana to work with it. Max Dragon's Blood and Glimmercape makes you pretty much immortal. So then you can just go in with the quick 5-second invis into stun, and it disassembles, so you can still go for Silver Edge or Shadow Blade.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's so efficient.
Today I learned. Alright. Oh, Blaze dropping them knowledge bombs. It's always great to have you around, man. Alright, let's bring up the last hits. IG, this time it's yours. I'm gonna go with the old chicken squad. We have the Radiant squad looking for a little bit of early cheese here, picking up that off lane with this little gank squad. LT on that engine apparition. Xiao Tulei on the clockwork. We have LE, Le, Rubik, Oh Chicken, the Master Madness Draw Ranger, and Fan playing that mid lane Wind Ranger?
Hard to say. I mean, I like Wind Ranger in the mid a little bit more, but I could see them running Old Chicken there.
It's a draw mid. Maybe is it draw mid?
No. RTZ runs at mid a lot, but and he's got one pool Tango. That generally indicates mid. So they're gonna aggro try. They're gonna aggro try with the Wind Ranger.
Yeah. It will be really powerful though because of the chilling touch plus the true shot. But draw mid is it's a weak mid, even though she is stacked on stats and has very high base damage now. Her attack animation is just ass. But against DK, she should have a better time, I guess. And there isn't a lot of ganking potential here from IG until Enchantress comes out of a few creeps. Well, I take that back. Enchantress actually is a pretty big threat with smoke, so they have to watch it. I think I wouldn't be too surprised if Chuan actually ganks within the first few minutes. So maybe one of EP supports should stay on the high ground over here. And burn the smoke.
Oh, they got the telekinesis into Shackle already on burning. That's the first blood. Going to Ancient Apparition, just walking right up there with the boots first Rubik. A lot of people expect Rubik to be a very slow hero, but you start with boots first on him and you can find openings left, right, and center, and there we go. Easy Shackle shot setup from Lei and Fan.
Well, Rubik has actually lost a lot of movement speed ever since his release back in Dota 1. I think he lost like 15 movement speed or 10 movement speed. They've just nerfed the poor guy into the ground. He used to be extremely good though. So. That was the TI2 ND stealing Ravage days.
Yeah, definitely.
But the Boots versus is kind of like the same mentality as the Vengeful Spirit Boots versus. You just want to close the gap, get that really effective stun off, and set up some early kills. But perfect, like you said, the True Shot aura actually getting compounded with that tri-lane there. So very perfect gank coming out. First blood going to way of EP. And Drow actually having a 7-2 lead over the 6-0 Dragon Knight. No surprises there. DK is just going to stand and spam. That's pretty much his strat in the mid lane.
Chuan doing work already, though. That Wild Wing Ripper Tornado really did a lot of damage to the Wind Ranger. She kind of just stood in it for a while, and now we see the smoke gank on mid. Old Chicken's out of the river, far too far forward. Any jump in...
No, he's fine.
No, he's got out.
Fine. No, okay, maybe can you spell dead?
Oh, he's so close.
He held it. No, he held it. But yeah, it was great positioning because he actually had that deny as well. So Chuan with the micromanagement will salvage some of that. But yeah, it was a very good place for Old Chicken to stand. And Enchantress, well, I don't know. The creeps are pretty slow. And the Drow was standing in a good spot. And DK wasn't in position to drop a tail.
Now we're actually going to see a gank go the other way, smoking up from the high ground. They're ready to go. Right now, Ferrari's going to try to use his mana, since he is going to be getting a courier out here. He's just going to try to go for an early breathe fire, and that's going to give Lei the opening to jump in. But they're very cautious. They know what's missing on the map. The bottle's still sitting on the ground. Finally, the courier will make its delivery. And while Ferrari's focused on that, he might not realize how out of position he is on his hero, and they could just go in. But... yeah, it's hard to say.
Are we going?
LT's here, yeah, now they got him.
Rubik coming in, and they will kill him. Yeah, with the chilling touch as well as the cold snap, missing up the high ground. No need for that. Triple the ice. We'll take out that Dragon Knight. So the disruption not in time here from the Shadow Demon. Faith TPs a little bit slowly, and not sure he would have been able to save the DK anyway. Might have actually gotten himself killed as well. So. He's gonna come here and soak some EXP at least. 2-0 now in favor of EP. They are taking this game too seriously, and it's a lot better than game 1 already.
Yeah, and when their ultimates come online, we're going to see even more really connect for EP. Their like 5-on-5 team fight isn't amazing because they don't really have much in AoE capacity, but their single target focus fire is insane. The amount of damage Drow can put out with marksmanship, the amount of damage Wind Ranger can do with her focus fire, it'll be really good. However, Fan hasn't really gotten that much experience per minute. He's actually down in the bottom half here. His levels are kind of rolling slowly, so we'll see if we can find another kill to make up for that.
Yeah, well, Ferrari. He is now 0-1 and 0, and he has actually opted for no stout shield as well, so... although it's not going to mitigate the amount of crazy damage coming out from the Drow, but it is... well, he might have survived if he has gone for something more tanky, but now he's just going to go full on greed, get that threats, and most likely build into that Shadow Blade we talked about. And I don't think IG are in any serious disadvantage yet, but this Shadow Demon pick feels very odd to me. I think they picked the Shadow Demon with the intention to set up some Centaur Stomps from the Enchantress and the Gyrocopter closing in on an off lane, but they were faced with an aggressive tri-lane and thrown a curveball here.
Yeah, it's not as great in the aggro tri-senses. I think it's still good with the draft overall, but what EP are bringing, the Shadow Demon has been a little bit slow to respond to, so they'll make their move pretty soon. They have another smoke up, they're getting in a position where they know it's not warded, and then they'll go in for this next play. They have one Mud Golem, one Centaur, actually going to go for the shards maybe, and we'll see.
Golem is timing out. Oh no, he gets the second one. Oh wow.
Yeah, so he gets the shards, and he gets the single Mud Golem too. He forgot about him though, he just kind of left him behind.
Aww. But they just want to get into play. Timmy and Jimmy want to play. Alright, not gonna let them play. They're just gonna send the dad out. He's ready. He's got 53 seconds on that timeout, and this is a very dead Wind Ranger. Okay. Disruption to start, so Tenter as well. Garen comes in and closing it. Oh no, Chuan, please! How could you? Well, they do toss out the stun there, and there will be no more follow-up stun here, so Fawn is just gonna TP out of there. There's two boo-boos there by Tron.
And bottom, Lu is going to get caught out here with Xiao Tu Lei, and they're going to actually be able to bring down the Clockwork. So not only not bringing down the Wind Ranger, but then losing the Darkseer down bottom. Man, that's just insane. I mean, honestly, I think the misplay was leading with the Disruption. You want to save Disruption until Wind Run is used, and then you just take him out of that state by essentially putting him in Banishment for the duration.
Oh man, LT the AFK. They're gonna be TP supports though. The DK, he's gonna get frozen up. He might not be able to get the kill with the stick charges as well. He's through the back door. LE, he's running in. The Clockwork going in with the Clockwork. A little bit of miscommunication going all around. The Dragon Tail round 2. Xiao Tu Lei will pay with his life. He'll trap in the DK as his final will. And now Ferrari gonna get his mana burnt away. Fawn coming in with the Shackle Shot. It could be perfect. Faith, what are you doing? Diving the tower. Well, I guess there was an old chicken pecking away at him, and there was nowhere else to run. IG just falling at the seams here. Burning, just shaking his head and face palming into his Gyrocopter. And now gotta go back into the jungle to farm. Not sure what his team was doing.
Yeah, I mean, they found an opportunity there by diving the Ancient Apparition. It was looking like a pretty easy pickup, but Cold Feet keeps them back. And then they kind of just staggered out their dive a little bit too much. They thought, okay, well, we'll just take it a step at a time. Now getting the Disruption of the Clockwork, we can pin him down, and that worked great, except for the fact that there were more reinforcements coming than IG were able to deal with their mana pools. So in the end, yeah, they get gunned down pretty hard, and now EP are 5-1, leading out pretty heavily. When these ultimates come online, that's when it gets scary. We've already got Focus Fire. The next two are going to be Spell Steal and Ice Blast to come out in just a couple levels.
Old Chicken is going for what we would coin as the Congratis build. Triple Wraith Band, just stacking up the stats. I mean, looking at him, level 8, you have close to 200 damage, I think. Okay, my math is a little bit off, but yeah, you nearly have 200 damage. By level 9, you should have it. And it's a pretty solid amount for what you're dishing out in this early game. If you look at the Enchantress, 500 health, Shadow Demon 568, so like 3 shots, quick shots to his face would take him out. Not even needing a stun, and even the DK, I mean, with only level 1 in Dragon Tail, it will not be able to survive as long. Disruption Illusions chasing after Xiao Tu Lei, but they will not secure any kills without a purge. And they might get a tier 1 tower as recompense. With 5 heroes grouped there, they better get one. Oh, nice cogs, keeps Ferrari away. So no bad dragon's gonna assault him today. And Old Chicken just pounding away at a tier 1. That's a free tier 1. What? Ancient Apparition's
been hiding in the trees for a while. They just finally find an opening to surge in and bring him down. But yeah, in the meantime, it's a kind of a 1-for-1 as far as those tier 1 towers go. So pretty good spot for EP, okay for IG. They definitely needed this gold they get from the AA kill in the tower, but I'm still seeing more overall efficiency coming in from EP. And that Focus Fire bringing down that tier 1, boom, Wind Ranger looking really good. At this point, you were mentioning the Drow. She has like 180 or 190 damage per shot, and she's also providing a lot to her team. The precision aura to this Wind Ranger is now bumping her damage up by 40. So that means during Focus Fire, she's putting out a lot of damage, and the Untouchable means nothing to Wind Ranger when she's Focus Firing the Enchantress. So she could just pummel through these lower armor heroes, and I really think like the Dragon Knight's going to be the only one to give her trouble as far as getting a quick kill.
Yeah, it'll be a moderately quick kill. And Rubik swings for 100. Oh, 98 actually. That's insane. No, fun. Slash's way it is. It is going to be Slash's way. Point booster secured, and it will be Aghaton's first. I think it has a lot of potential, especially with the True Shot aura. You can dish out huge amounts of damage without even having any damage items. Because of True Shot. I think it's a really intelligent build here. And Old Chicken with the stat stacking, you'll be pretty bulky. And as I said it, I look at that Mask of Madness recipe. So I guess I should have seen that coming with the cosmetics he has chosen.
Yeah, it's just overall, it allows him to stay active in the jungle, continue to farm up.
There we go, got him.
Nice pick.
Cold Snap to follow as well, and he will freeze. Yeah, no, he's just gonna go down to right clicks. Power shot, kill secures. Oh, fun. Dirty bastard gets that kill there. 6 and 2. IG. Damn. Resting on the game 1 laurels. Yeah, this is a little tough for them. They're kind of out of sorts. They're not moving together. They're getting picked off individually. Just trying to get that last little bit of farm to actually feel confident. Like, you look at Darkseer's items, he's only the chainmail away from his mechanism. He's bought all the recipes. He's ready to go. Just needs a little bit of armor to put him there. But as it stands, those are worthless items until the chainmail's complete. And they're just trying to get to the next stage. Just trying to survive and hang on a little bit longer. But generally speaking, with a Dragonite, Enchantress, and Shadow Demon, that's not where you want to be. You want to be the ones controlling the tempo of the early game. You want to be making plays happen. Instead, they're the ones on the defensive, just trying to eke out the win. But now there's going to be a Spell Steal Ice Blast right on Chuan. Another kill secure, this guy. Well, I guess that was just part of the burst damage, but that was very accurate from him. Just shooting
Robin Hood right here.
It's a really powerful, well, it's the power shot buff coming into effect. I mean, it would have been necessary, but it is still pretty cool to see the Wind Ranger assist from so far away.
And now we see actually Lei is controlling a Dark Troll Summoner here with the Stolen Enchant, and that's a pretty powerful utility when you're looking at like a Darkseer. You can ensnare his search. You know, it's the counter zoo. But yeah, getting an Ice Blast so early into the game is potentially game breaking. I mean, the Ice Blast will offset a lot of this heal that's coming out from the mech, the resilience of the Dragonite. All these things are gonna be nullified by that Ice Blast. The Dragon Blood can keep DK up for very long. Oh, Disruption onto the Clockwork. Do we get a kill? No. Faith doesn't have his ultimate, and they will have Blade Mail applied here, budding. It's gonna call down onto the Clockwork. They probably will get him. Oh no, he hooks away! Jeez. What a player, this guy. Small 2 Thunder. Yeah, and now space created. Top lane is just getting melted here by Fan, and that is going to be another huge tower pickup for the side of EP. Ferrari looking for an opening, trying to flank behind the tower and get a kill, but in the end he just has to go for siege damage onto the tower, and it might not even be a tower they claim. There's going to be Faith singled out without any mana. He's out of the fight now, and we're going to see reinforcements come in from the middle. Chuan is in a dangerous spot if he gets caught. And yeah, IG will disengage, not go for the tier 1 tower, not wanting to play greedy here. I think what is their game plan actually? They're facing a lot of magic / physical damage this game. Yeah, I mean, there's no specific timing where IG are going to be feeling much more confident. I mean, getting level 2 Wall of Replica will be really good, and getting another point of the vacuum, very important. But other than that, it's just getting more and more items on burning. Maybe Drums of Endurance helps out. Get those flat cannons out faster with the drums active. So I think, yeah, you just build yourself up a little bit more, get drums, get more wall. But here we saw EP going for a smoke play to go for the quick Roche, and it didn't work out as it got IG found them out and nearly killed the Clockwork. But now they've taken the top tier 2. They're like, yeah, we could just kind of take care of it. And with the Medallion, with all these right clicks, it's an easy Roche. Alright. Oh, Wind Ranger gets the Roshan Aegis as well, and Rubik says, I'm no thief, I merely borrow. Borrows 2 tomatoes from Enchantress, so now it looks like they're pretty mad about that, and they lose Ancient Stacks this time, so yeah, a lot of revenge this game. Wow. So at this point, there's a huge net worth advantage coming in from EP. They are going to have a nice power spike when everybody hits level 11. Drow Ranger's already there, so she's already getting that extra attack speed and damage, as well as the aura. So right now, we're looking at almost like 240 damage from her. And then if you actually look at the Wind Ranger, she's already getting plus 55 from that. So with that, with the Ags and Focus Fire being up to level 2, like, this is the time where EP are at their strongest. Who needs Mask of Madness, man? Wind Ranger does it better. 15-second cooldown, max attack speed. And of course, it's worth noting that in 6.83, max attack speed did get buffed, so it's even faster.
Ice blast. Down he goes. Well, that's your dots here. Well, he doesn't have his mech delayed because it's out already, but he didn't have the mana for that. And once again, more unfortunate situations happening around the map. The Clockwork has been making a lot of plays. We talked about getting better heroes for Old Chicken and Celchule, and they got better heroes, alright. Chicken, not so much. It's still very. Would you say Drow is skillless? I don't know, low skill ceiling.
And I mean, there's. I mean, I would say there's still plenty of value in a high skill player playing the hero, but.
Buy him some time, but the ice blast will fly and it will land. Rocket will take him out. He will launch a call down, but fun. He will tank it like a man. And even runs to the middle to eat both of them. But now they're gonna push full base, maybe.
So I would say that Drow is not as technical of a hero. Like, canceling Spirit Breaker Charge with Gust is probably the most like high impact thing she can do with their spells. But you still have to farm really well, as any carry does, and then your item decision making is actually very important. Sometimes Blink Dagger is the right call. Sometimes mass stats like this is really good. It just comes down to the game. But we're gonna see a hookshot blocked by a melee creep, and they're just gonna kind of zone them off of the tower, take that down quick.
Doxia looking for big plays, but Rubik bigger plays. A shackle shot. If that one had landed, it would have been game ending. Shackle shot will miss, but the power shot will not. Piercing 3 heroes there, doing quite a bit of damage, and they'll be going in for round 2. You talked about Focus Fire being pretty good with that 15-second cooldown. Well, now there's an Aghanim Scepter on top of that. I think it just came. So more damage coming on to this melee Rex. I don't expect it to stay alive for long. They are smoking up. They're looking for the biggest initiation. If they hold this, they have a chance, but otherwise I don't see them winning after such a huge drawback. Now Ferrari gonna go for the clang onto Fan. There is an Aegis though. Concentrating their firepower, so this might not be bad. Luo once again gets his ass caught off guard. Not going to be coming back into this one. Burning getting strafed down by arrows. Fan going to turn his attention to that Dragonite medallion down. Dragon scales or not, Fan is going to be dominating this game. And Burning only going to scuttle away. And Chuan says, G, frickin' G, I will do better in game 3. What is 16-minute games? We talked about topping it, and they really topped it. I mean, the last game was 17:59, and this one 16:29. So EP had a better team, right?
Yeah, much better draft, good movement on the map in general. They didn't face as much pressure from IG, but I think a really defining aspect was how they responded to the Enchantress's movements. Like you were talking about Old Chicken's positioning on the mid lane, not getting killed off. If the Dragonite starts gaining momentum by killing off the Drow early there, then that's a completely different lane. But because he's able to play defensive enough to avoid the ganks coming in, they kill off Darkseer multiple times, they find good kill opportunities, and they progress to this stage where they all do insane damage. It's just what it looks like, just a complete wipeout. IG, they need to maybe consider a different banning strategy for game 3.